Nuggets of Knowledge, the series where I give you actually useful tips and tricks, nades, etc. that you can use in your own game to get the edge over your opponent. Normally I've picked them up from pro play or just my time coaching some of these guys myself. Now if you're serious about CS, you're going to know about this molotov for clearing out dark. We find this marking on the roof, aim down to where it hits the sky, run forward, hit these wooden beams and do a jump throw. A very useful molotov when you're retaking that side. I ran a little bit too far that time, but you can see it's pretty forgiving, clearing out this pillar and that dark position. And that's great. But an extra step that you can take this is throw that molotov and you're going to find yourself at the bottom of these stairs pretty much. It's pretty easy to line up because there's this middle area, run forward to the area of the stairs, and you're going to crouch down and you're going to find on this second pane from the left what I call bottom green and top green. And what you're essentially going to do is bottom green, you're going to spam the top close to where it reaches the middle. So you're going to spam there like so. And then top green, you're going to just spam there again on this right hand side close to this pillar. So you're going to start spamming, as I said, right there. And you can see what these do. The bottom one is going to hit anyone playing this position. Top one, we saw doing good amount of damage here. If you manage to line up headshots, it's going to take 1, 2, 3 headshots to kill them through there. Or body shots, you can see, aren't doing a whole lot of damage. But if you get someone close nearby in a position such as here, or even they've got themselves to this wall, they're going to hear you tagging this guy in the body. And they can say, oh, you're hitting one, you're hitting one. And you guys know, just hard swing this and instantly kill this guy. Or he's going to panic and try and move. So good amount of information you can get from that. And you can see how it really opens up how many less angles you have to check retaking this bomb site. Dust 2 could be a difficult one to give you guys something useful you might not have seen before. Hopefully you guys all know this one way coming off catwalk, what I call the avantgarde smoke, and really you guys should know that progression smoke there for getting up here, for lining up your nades and doing some kind of execute. You can see this works as one way, playing in this position, challenge anyone on the box. Now one thing all pro teams pretty much do, or a variation of this, is this particular flash here, where lining himself up in line with this bit of packaging, or whatever you want to call it, on the wooden box. You're going to stand up, find this triangle here on the left side of the box, and the corner where this line meets. You're basically going to aim in the middle of between where the triangle meets and the corner of the box. So in that position there, and you're going to do a jump through. And you see, one, it doesn't blind anyone coming up catwalk. Your team's fighting up catwalk like this, no problem. It's just going to blind like that. But more importantly, is it's going to get rid of any AWPer in this position. So if you're AWPing anyone coming out of the smokes, you can see that flash is going to come through. You can no longer AWP those positions, which gives the confidence of your riflers or just your teammates coming up here. They can fight, they're confident challenging the box. You can see that, particularly if they're in this position here, that flash is not going to hurt them at all. They can fight this, they don't have to worry about this particular angle because that's going to be continuously flashed off. So, great little flash to throw with your cat eggs in it. One of the most useful flashes really you can throw on Dust 2. Now I know not everyone's a fan, but it's in the active map pool, so I always cover it in this video, and Ancient is no exception to that. And you gotta know this molotov, the most important molotov coming out of spawn, to control middle is the CTs. You can see it bounces back here, stops any T control of this mid area, and basically allows you to have free roam as the CT. It's pretty simple, come across this wall coming out of spawn, basically just aim when this gap between the tree and the building appears, just aim along this wall here, run forward, let it fly, and then you can get into any position you want. One little play that we see some teams doing if there's not good counter utility from the T side is just get your friend to come up here with you, do a jump boost, and kill him on from the T side trying to be in this position here. Because you can get to this position at about the same time and they get to there as the CTs. And the same thing goes for you. If you're a CT, you get to about this position, you can start taking this fight. So you can see how dangerous it could be. Someone boosting there from the CTs, maybe also CT fighting here. Anyone in this position from the T side is going to be in a world of hurt. Now, of course, that's going to be great in pugs because teams won't know the counter utility, but you guys should know it just in case. So the 2 bits utility you're going to throw is this molotov to deny that aggressive mid boost we just saw, where you're going to line up with this B sign coming out of spawn, the up arrow. You're going to find this big marking basically coming out from the wall, the smaller marking below it, and just bring it out to about there. You'll be also to the right of this little yellow bit of leaves right there. And you're going to run forward until you hit this gap in line with this gap in the tree. So it's going to look like this. Come into this area here, and find the big marking, come up to here, just relatively quickly, come running forward, and do a jump throw. That's going to fly over, land on that box, and you can see, stop any kind of aggressive control, and even burn this guy trying to do a boost. I think that's a bit of a nice spread for me. And so that's going to stop that aggressive control, and to stop the other one we talked about is, come, run out of spawn, tuck yourself in front of this rock, you're going to aim right there on the building, and you're going to walk through, jump through when you hit that point there. So it's going to look like this. Walk forward, do a jump through. That's going to again bounce off 2 different walls and cut off that control there. So you can see all these aggressive mid plays from both of these angles CTs go for, you've now cut off. So that's the basic default utility we're seeing from pro teams, and you can use it to any advantage you like in your pugs as well. One of the most important and potentially the most difficult positions to defend on Overpass is this monster pipe position when you're playing from barrel, playing up on the grate, whatever you're going to be doing. And one way you can really help your monster player out is if you know a couple of flashes for him to clear monster from time to time. One of them is going to be in this position here, if you're the rotator or the short player. You're going to find this railing up into the top, which is a good guide basically just for flashes for around this area. You're going to throw a flash like that. That's going to clear monster. If you're the rotator, this is good to stop any kind of B rush coming out of spawn. Is just run into this position here. Find again that railing up there. Throw a flash a little bit like that. And you can see both of these flashes are going to pop just out here and clear on taking out monsters. So you can really help protect your monster player. And I'm sure we've all been victim to it as well, where a hero just walks out here from the T side, bang, one tap, and now they've opened up the site and things are getting scary. Just flashing this from time to time. Let your monster player come, clear it. All right, no one's there. Chill. And it just really gives you an opportunity to punish any of those heroes walking out, and also allows you to save a bit of utility, such as smokes and mollies. If you've just cleared monster pipe, well, you don't really have to use just smoke or molly straight away. What do you call a pistol round on T side of Vertigo? Well, how about a mid to B with this particular flash here? Find this hoop, look to the right of it, and up to the top of there. Very simple to line up. Throw that flash as the rest of your team is charging up in this area. It's going to pop behind this beam, not blinding your team running out. This position, you can see they're going to go, oh, we're fine, boys, and start clearing out all these positions. Anyone playing any angles like this is going to cop it. Rule only exception is here, and if you've got a USP versus Glocks, you're probably screwed playing that position. So great little flash for you to call and just say, boys, let's just go rush mid to B. If you've got a team that's a little bit more patient, you can also include this smoke here, where you run into this corner, find this red thing up there, throw that smoke, and then come out and throw your flashes. That'll protect you from anyone rotating through CT. You can see that just lands there to block off that position there. So great for pistols, also good for gun rounds as well. But if you need a pistol round, a very simple one to call on your pugs, rush mid to B, boys. You buy those flashes, guaranteed win on a pug. There are 17 spawning positions on T side Mirage, and let's be honest, who has time to run over to this bin and throw your window smoke like so? So what a lot of teams have been doing is they've been throwing them straight from their spawn by hitting W and their jump through key at the exact same time. For example, if you come from spawn 1, you're going to find this marking, come out into the middle here, and basically that's going to be your jump through for Mirage. Hit W and your jump through key, and you can see that one's going to come through and smoke off window quite nicely. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go super in-depth on each of the lineup. Like this one here, you can see where I've zoomed with the orb on the left-hand side of that piece of fencing up to the marking on the wall. Same thing, tap W and my jump through at the same time. But I'm not going to really slow down like I have with some of the previous nades to explain to you guys how to do it, because I think if you really want to learn this, you're going to stop, you're going to pause the video and look at the lineups I'm using. And it's actually easier than you might think to work out what spawn position you have. It's actually, you look around, you'll see, oh, I'm in this position, this is the lineup I have. And these last two are super simple. Like this one here, in between the two dots on the rug, as easy as you like. And this one here, this is the easiest of the lot. Bottom right corner here, throw your smokes. If you want to learn those, W and the jump through at the same time, you'll save yourself a bit of time, and you can run off and do what you want to do in the round, take position around the map. Now for nuke, I want to show you a simple way to deal with those pesky vent drops at the start of the round, which is going to include that particular nade there. Now the way you throw this nade is really simple. You come out of heaven as you saw me do. You land like this on your way towards top hut, but just aim at the bottom right of this blue circle of Cheddar Creek. Throw that nade and land on top hut and come and do what you need to do. Now obviously nades have slowing qualities. They slow you down, tag you up. So your set almost look like this. Put your molly down, put your nade down, and then jump onto top hut. And you can see, if I was the T trying to run out of this, I'm going to open the door, run into a molly, which normally you just tick for a couple of damage. But if I am here mid-molly, I'm running, I get tagged, oh, I'm now taking a lot of damage, and I potentially die to your molotov before I even get to go down. And that's the end of the video, so make sure to like, subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.